All right. Welcome to Sideboard MTG. My name's Eric, and it's time for community decks. This was our sub Sunday, as most of you may know from our earlier video today. I've been without power due to a storm that hit Dallas and put me along with about 300,000 other Texans out of power, but we're back and we're going to be doing those community decks from Subscriber Sunday. We went over these today in Coffee Time, which is I've decided that's going to be the new regular. We're going to go over our Subscriber Sunday decks, before Subscriber Sunday, and we'll go over those decks and kind of talk about them as a community, do upgrades, fix mana bases, things like that. So I guess maybe even a little bit more attention for your decks when you post them over on the Sideboard MTG subreddit. Either way, we've got these decks and they look pretty sweet. I'm super excited about them, so I hope you are too. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe button. If you want to get in on it, you can post your decks over at the Sideboard MTG subreddit. Also, if you would like to play any of these decks and you don't have the cards for them, you can pay one flat rate over at manatraders. Use Sideboard MTG as your coupon code when you sign up with manatraders. You'll save 15% on your first 3 months. Pretty sweet program. You just pay one flat rate and you have access to all the cards. It works. I'm telling you, it works. You can play all the Magic you want. And MTGO's looking better than ever. Seriously. Seems like Wizards is really starting to support the program again. It's been so long. Anyway, we're gonna jump right into this Temur Super Friends or Temur Walkers deck. The deck is pretty sweet. I'm quite excited to play it. As far as the deck itself goes, we're kind of on that original Jeskai shell, and with that shell, we have the Saheeli Sublime Artificers, we have the Narsets, Karn. These are all planeswalkers that immediately give you value when they enter the battlefield, kind of like Sarkhan. Sarkhan's the real big payoff for having a bunch of planeswalkers. We've got Tamiyo, which can instantly downtick and get you something back. Also, it helps you against those thought erasures and things like that. You remember, they can't make you sacrifice permanents. They can't make you discard cards. So Liliana is not going to make you sacrifice your creatures. Things like that. We also have Nissa, who shakes the world, which we know that this card can just get out of hand really, really quick. We've got Ugin, which can either start plussing to give you some card advantage that way, or you can instantly gain some board advantage by playing the Ugin and downticking on something. A lot of this really works really well with Saheeli because you can play your Saheeli on turn 3, follow it up with a Mox Amber, and then you have access to Spell Pierce or Shock off the Mox Amber, which will make you even more tokens. And even if they do something along the lines of like Goblin Chain Whirler, it's not really, really hard for you to be able to get back into the game with Saheeli, because we have so many non-creature spells that we can cast. That being said, there's no creatures in the deck. No creatures. But we did put value on planeswalkers that actually produce creatures, right? In the sideboard, we've got a lot of really cool options. Our only creature in the deck is in the sideboard. We got some Nib Mizzet Peruns. Also got Sorcerer's Spyglass to be able to answer like big Teferi, things like that. Maybe you even want them to not be able to tick up on something like a Chandra. We've got Back to Nature, which is good against decks like Command the Dread Horde, things like that. Also destroys artifacts and enchantments. We can get a little bit of counteraction in there with some Ionize. I don't 100% know if I like Ionize or not, but I do know that it's easier on the converted or on the mana cost being 1 red 1 blue than necessarily being double blue. We've got some Legion Warboss for the control matchups and things. Against aggressive matchups, we can bring in our Fiery Cannonades. Against heavy Planeswalkers decks, we can mass manipulation to be able to get back some of the or get some of their planeswalkers or something of that nature. So pretty sweet deck here. I'm excited to play it. We're going to jump into some constructed games and See if we can have a little fun with it, right? Alright, so yeah, we'll go into tournament practice. Yeah, let's cancel. We'll just hit join. Alright, Thomas Chile. I will say there's a lot more people playing on MTGO than there were you know, a few weeks back. So it looks like MTGO is really starting to pick up speed again, and that's great. So, alright. Oh, man, what a hand. I don't think we can keep this as it's a one lander. Well, we're going to have ramp. We're going to have ramp. We can cast that Growth Spiral on turn 2, and if we want to, we can actually cast that Shock on turn 1. So I am going to keep this, and I'm just hoping for something castable on top. That's a long way down the road. That is a long way. I do think I want it, though, so I'm just going to leave it on top and hope that I get into a little bit more. I'm not going to cast this. The reason I'm not going to cast this is because I can Rootbound Crag on turn 2, and then if I have to, we can Growth Spiral on our opponent's turn and get that. Yeah, we'll just pass here. We can Growth Spiral, get in our Stomping Grounds if we need to cast that Shock to kill, like maybe a hero. Looks like that's not going to happen, so we'll just end of turn here, bring it in untapped. Let's see if we can fire this Growth Spiral off. Oh, we did get a Tamiyo. That's not bad. So yeah, we'll just go ahead, throw down our Stomping Grounds. We'll let it come in tap. There's also a Karn. I mean, we may get Dovin's Veto here. If we do get Dovin's Veto, I think that I would probably rather have... What would I rather have? I'd rather have the Karn, right? This is a good turn 3. Let's go for Tamiyo here. So, you know, if one of them gets countered, it'll be the Tamiyo. We'll see if he's got that veto. No veto. Alright. What do I want to call in this deck? I think I want a Narset, right? Like, is that where we want to be? We want to keep our opponent from being able to draw cards, things of that nature? Yeah, let's do that. We're going to go for Narset Parter Veils. Maybe Ugin? I think Narset. Yeah, we'll go with Narset Parter of Veils. Here we go. No Narset. Just hit Growth Spiral. We hit Interplanar Beacon. We hit a Forest and a Shock. So that's what we got. Back to our opponent's turn 3, and they're going to scoop it up. Looks like Growth Spiral into Planeswalkers. A little much for our opponent here. Unfortunately, I don't actually know if our opponent's Esper or not, so I don't know the proper way to sideboard against them. I'm going to bring in one Sorcerer's Spyglass over a Lightning Strike, and if we have to, Game 3, we'll bring in Legion Warboss to give us a little more gas. Maybe we do that right now. Maybe we just take out a couple Shocks, bring in a couple Legion Warboss, and go from there. Like, if they are a control deck, I probably want Legion Warboss. We might end up wanting, you know, Niv Mizzet. Matter of fact, I will bring in one Niv Mizzet over an Ugin as well, and we'll play it that way. Again, we don't know much about the opponent's deck, so there's not a lot that, like, I don't want to over sideboard not knowing anything, because we never seen our opponent cast a spell. They just played a couple lands and scooped. It might actually been more advantageous for the opponent to not give us more information because they were falling so far behind. But that's the power of Growth Spiral there, right? I mean, we get a Planeswalker out. They can't really deal with it. They know they can't deal with it, and we'll just kind of take off from there. So, who is this? Atari Wizard Adept. Okay, all right. I'm gonna keep this hand. This is that hand that we kind of look for here. I mean, this is the hand where we get to, you know, play our Saheeli, then play other things. So we'll bring in this Stomping Ground tap, pass the turn back to our opponent. I'll probably just play the Mobilized District next turn, drop down the Sorcerer's Spyglass, get a little bit of information. He is Esper. All right. So we'll go with that Mobilized District. We'll Just run out this Sorcerer's Spyglass so we know what we're dealing with, and then we can go from there. I could have played the Interplanar Beacon, but burning the veto on the Spyglass, I'm okay with that. I am 100% okay with that. Does he have more? Right, looks like Teferi Time Reveler. Okay, nothing to downtick on, so that's okay for us. All right. Well, I did get punished for playing the Mobilized District. We could have played. Ooh. So we've got a little bit of a conundrum here, right? Like, if I can't play the Shock, if I play, we're not really going to be playing the Shock anyway, are we? So we want to go, and we can't play Narset because we don't have the double blue. That simplifies things. Okay, that definitely simplifies things. So we'll go red blue. We'll pay for it with the 1. The red. We will play our Saheeli. Saheeli will resolve. We will cast a Mox Amber. Mox Amber makes a servo. You know, I think I want to fire it off now, but not 100%. Okay, so if I fire it off now and he downticks to draw a card, he loses the Teferi, right? I'll pass. I'll pass. I know I can't play it at an instant speed. It's just not an option. Alright, so there we go. He does draw his card. Now he's got Teferi at 2. I know. Casting it would have been an extra dude. Would have had a 1/1 left, but I don't. What? Ixalan's binding. I assume he's going for the Saheeli. Alright. Well, you know. Fair enough, opponent. Fair enough. So we'll go Interplanar Beacon into blue-red. We'll pay 1 for that. We will. This is a little rude. This is a little rough, but we'll make some blue-black, and then we'll play double blue, black. Little stressful on the mana here. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and downtick Narset. And we are not going to be taking that Saheeli. We do have the mana for Sarkhan next turn, so let's go ahead and show him that, you know, we've got a Sarkhan, right? We have a Sarkhan. We will lose that mana that's floating. It was red and could only be cast for Planeswalker. We couldn't cast the Shock anyway. Alright, let's see what happens here. Alright, so I assume he's got an answer. I'm gonna go. Like he's got to have like a counter or something, right? Let's go ahead and downtick Narset so we can we're working with here. Ooh, Shock looks decent. Not gonna lie, that Shock looks really good. I think I just take back up Narset though, right? So I'm pretty sure he's got a counter spell. So I'm just gonna go for the Tamiyo. So we'll go green blue. Whoa, undo. Almost messed up, didn't I? Look at that. Almost made a mistake. So we will. I don't think I'm going to have the mana to do it anyway, am I? We'll be alright. We will be alright. And does it get countered? It did not. Wow. What do we want? Maybe another Sarkin or Niv Mizzet? Niv Mizzet seems like if we call the one of in our deck that we're just dumping cards, that seems bad. We've got 3 Sarkins left. We've got 2 Narsets left. We do not want a Saheeli Ra because we can't cast it thanks to the Ixalan's Binding. Legion War Boss. Maybe I shouldn't even like call this because I don't want him to know what we've got, but we end up losing an Ugin, a Spell Pierce, Steam Vents, and a Sulfur Falls. So I'm just gonna shock here, and that'll keep Teferi nice and low, so he can't like down tick the Teferi. Now, if we have to get back, like if we down tick, if we want to get down tick, we can actually down tick, get an Ugin, and we can Ugin away the Teferi, or we can Ugin away the Binding, which is really powerful. There's Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Yeah, so I think that we're going to be going for that route. If he's got a Dovin's Veto, then there's not going to be a lot I can do about it. If he pays for this, it means he probably has an Absorb. Okay, so he doesn't have an Absorb. We might be playing into a Dovin's Veto. I don't think that we can risk playing into Dovin's Veto. The beautiful part about it is he was not able to draw an additional card off of the Teferi, thanks to Narset. So we will go for this wonderful play here. We'll get back Ugin the Ineffable, and we'll see if we can get in here. All right, so he's got 2 mana open. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We would have 1 additional to activate Mobilize District. We could kill both Planeswalkers. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. We're going all out, ladies and gentlemen. We're also gonna quit yielding to, or we're gonna interplanar beacon, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. I am going for value here. Not going for the value. I'm going for the board state. So we're going to activate Mobilize District. We do have to pay 1 for this, so I'll go ahead and activate that. We will plus to make Sarkin or make our Planeswalkers become some critters, and we'll deal with Teferi and friends this way. All right, so we're gonna send 2 of them at Big Teferi. We're gonna send 1 of them at Little Teferi, and see if we can deal with this Esper deck like this. If we can get ahead of him here, we'll be all right. We should be able to anyway. And then that saves the Ugin to be able to get rid of Ixalan's Binding, which means that we get our Saheeli back, and then we can just kind of go ham from there. Cast Down doesn't take these out. It could take out our Mobilized District, which would save Little Teferi, but it wouldn't save Big Teferi. And that was my reasoning for this. Is I can't think of many 2-mana spells that would be able to deal with this. Maybe there's a white enchantment, but I don't think people are playing that. Our opponent's really holding the priority here, going, man, how do I do this? Whoa, whoa, whoa. So, we'll see. Oh, goodness gracious! Great balls of fire. 29 life. I just realized we're at 29 life right here. And I was punished. We missed a life point because I actually played the mobilized district on turn 2 when I could have played the interplanar beacon, and we could have got that down a little bit earlier. I mean, that's hindsight though, right? Like we didn't know that was going to happen, so no blocks from the opponent, of course, and that puts us in a pretty good spot. Nothing else we can do here. I think we just passed the turn. I did click all my planeswalkers just to check, make sure that I did use them all. Yeah, the original plan this turn was to cast the Ugin, but the Sarkin landing, that was pretty big. That was pretty big. If the opponent is setting on Absorb over there, though, he didn't pay for that Watery Grave. He cost himself everything. Okay, Thomas Chile. What do you got? Is it scoop phase for you, sir? Is it the scoop phase? Elder Spell, taking them all down. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Well, we were going to be in some major trouble come next turn then, weren't we? Alright, so Ugin doesn't give us mana off of the Mox Amber. But I do think that I still try to cast the Ugin. If we cast the Ugin, we can down tick on Ixalan's Binding and then go from there. Since he doesn't actually have anything on the board, we should be okay to give it a shot. Breeding Pool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can't play around Spell Pierce either way, so no point in paying it. We'll gain 3 life off of this Ugin. And Ugin time. Does he have the counter spell? Priority on you, opponent. Do you counter? Can you counter? What do you got? Did you Elder Spell too soon? Do you have an extra Elder Spell? Second Elder Spell would be mean. It'd be very mean. Would be mean. All right, so that's it. That's all we got. We just have to pass the turn. I mean, if I had a creature, we could down tick Saheeli, but Saheeli is really only good in these decks where you actually force her, like you force the deck construction to actually make her good. I think she's great in these Sarkin decks. My goodness, I don't even have chat up. Like, you guys are probably talking and I don't even know it, right? Susan Tony, don't want to leave without a shout out. Looking good there. Keep on teaching us your wisdom. I have so much to learn. Are you going to learn? What? Some Command the Dreadhorde from the opponent? Are you going to learn how to play Magic, Miss Tony? Oh man, why did I take out the lightning strikes, right? Oh my goodness. The opponent's got all the things now. All the things. Yeah, Command the Dreadhorde. Wasn't really expecting that, but we are seeing more of it in some of these Esper decks. I guess he brought it in so that he deals with all the planeswalkers and then comes at us from there. So, and he's gonna get back. Okay, that's pretty decent. All right, so what do we have to deal with, right? All right, so he's going to get rid of our. Ooh, already making a dragon. This could get bad. That Command the Dreadhorde could have been everything. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. Let's go ahead and make a dude. It's a Saheeli. let's go blue and blue. Doesn't matter. We'll make him veto here. Play a land that I may or may not need. We'll pass. Unfortunately, I can't stop the onslaught that's about to happen, but the opponent also can't exactly swing at us, right? So, if only we had Narset's reversal, right? Because we got 35 life. We're prepared. Well, I don't think he had mana. Did he have mana? Maybe he had mana. That escalated very quickly. I was not ready for Command the Dreadhorde out of the Esper deck. I mean, I have seen it in the sideboard of a few of the Esper decks, but I didn't realize it was becoming commonplace. So that's whew, what a hit! What a hit! No way he turns that dragon sideways. No way. At us, at us, at us, at us. Everything's at us. Did he really just leave Ugin up? He did. Wow. Wow, opponent. That's a bit surprising. When this token leaves the battlefield, put the exiled card into your hand. Doesn't matter how, just whenever it leaves. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, is red. Hero of Precinct 1, that's pretty decent. So, like, we forced that to block our spirit. D-Spark, alright. Okay. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe we're not forcing anything now that he's got his hero down. Come on. We've still got a shock or two left in the deck, right? Did that take them all out? Okay, so we've got, what, one shock left? Did take the lightning strikes out. Okay, so how do we want to play this? We don't really have a lot of options, do we? We're going to take a huge hit next turn. Alright, red, blue, and one. Play Saheeli. Yeah, I guess we just go colorless here. We'll gain a couple more life. We'll be back at 22. We actually do okay on the mana because we are now activating the Mox Amber. We can still activate Mobilized District. We could also still play our Breeding Pool if we want. I am going to hold on to it. No point in putting it on the battlefield right now. Alright, so we're going to activate 1, 2, 3. This is going to choose artifact or... Whoa, cancel. Hold on. Choose target artifact we control. We want that to be a copy of our 3/3. It didn't make it a creature. I didn't know that. No! What have I done? What have I done? Alright. That was bad. I thought it would make it a 3/3. I really did. I really did, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. What's up, James? Are we beat? Our opponents just command the Dreadhorde and beat us. I think he did. Is there any point in paying this? We need 3 mana to activate. So no. Attack. Attack. I mean, he has to block them, right? He's only got 1 dragon. Alright, so we get our Saheeli. I mean, we were dead if we don't do that, right? We've got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 22, 21. I think we're dead anyway. Or 23? Yeah. It would have been okay. So we were dead either way. Let's go to the next game. Yeah, he's just gonna uptick Sarkin and come at us from there. Thomas Chile, good play, sir. All right, so I think I'm bringing Fiery Cannonade in against Hero. I'm actually going to take away Sorcerer's Spyglass. I don't think this is where I truly want to be in this format. Niv Mizzet, he's got some good answers for Niv Mizzet. I do want this Mass Manipulation. Oh man. So Legion Warboss is going to be great on the play. Maybe I don't want Cannonade on the play. Maybe I just want, you know, the shocks, lightning strikes, that sort of thing. Growth Spiral, Tamio's okay, but not exactly what I'm looking for. I'll take out 1 shock for the 2 lightning strikes here. All right, so we've got lightning strike, shock to help with the creatures, or the creatures and planeswalkers. We've got Pierce to help. This is okay. I'm okay with this setup. Ionize, like, man. Ionize. You might start playing some modern on the MTGO. Well, that's going to be the place to do it. If you want to play modern, then MTGO is the big deal. This is not a horrible hand. I am going to keep it. It's not the most aggressive hand, you know, to be on the play, but I'm going to keep it. I mean, we can bring things in untapped. We can get into the Saheeli on 3. I think I need to play the Hinterland Harbor next turn, just in case we do draw. No. I'm just going to go ahead and get that Stomping Ground down. Yeah. Manipulation. Manipulation. Mass manipulation. What is that? Huh? All right, so we're gonna play into this. I don't see a reason not to play in the Dovin's Veto right here. Oh wow, got there. Next turn, I'm probably going to slam Karn, and I think my game plan here is going to be make as many bodies as possible. So Thief of Sanity, that's a thing. Shock, Legion Warboss. All right, you get a thief, or your Thief of Sanity does a thing. We get our Karn. We're going to go ahead and down-tick Karn. I'm going to make threats. Like, that's the plan, is to make threats. Get in there, thief. And we're just going to be as aggressive as possible. I actually think our current line might be a little bit more aggressive than the Legion Warboss line. So we'll see what happens here. We do have a card exiled face down. Oh, Oath of Kaya. Okay. It happens. It happens. Alright, we're going to go Sarkin. Make another dude. Spell Pierce. Our own Spell Pierce. You know that's our Spell Pierce. You. Oh, see how good Spell Pierce is? Urgh. Alright, so we'll just hit him for 6 and go from there. Spell Pierce. Why did we play Spell Pierce? It's a 1-mana card that destroys Planeswalker decks. Why did we put it in the deck? Thought Erasure. Sure. I think here he probably takes our 9-creature spell. What? Took Legion Warboss. Okay. Okay. So does he swing at Saheeli? At us. Wants that card. Nothing matters as long as he gets that extra card, huh? Who cares about board state? I just need another card. Just one more card. Just give me one more. Teferi, Time Reveler. Well, there goes Construct. No, not our Construct. Alright, whatever. Ooh. I do like that. I do like that. I mean, we're going to lose 2 life here. I could get down to Tamiyo, right? I mean, he knows the Tamiyo's coming. Is he worried about the Tamiyo? Or does he want the Legion Warboss so that he can bring the Legion Warboss back? Let's look at some stuff. Hold on a minute. Alright, so if we Tamiyo, we down tick, we get what? Karn back? Tamiyo down tick. Oh, that's good. Can we do that? Alright. So we're going to go blue, green. Make a dude. Tamiyo. Down tick. I really want the Spell Pierce. Oh wait, he's got the Teferi Time Reveler. No point in the Spell Pierce. I think it's Sarkin. Yeah, we'll just get back to Sarkin. We'll kill Teferi here. I mean, he will hit us for a little bit, but we'll kill Teferi. Oh, okay, since it was killing Teferi, the proper answer was to get the Spell Pierce. Yep. We were killing Teferi. I was supposed to get the Spell Pierce so that we could stop Command the Dread Horde. Would that have been the right play? Is his, I mean, Rocker, Credence Clearwater Revival, is it Credence Clearwater Revival? What? Revival? What's the R? It's Revival, right? Come on, dude. What do you got? Are you looking at how do you do this? Another reason is because we take the Sarkin. That's less that he can do, right? Like, we don't want him to be able to get our Sarkin, so alright. Yeah, I probably still should have gotten the Spell Pierce, though. Glad you noticed. Well, Albatross here is a musician. He likes the music, so I like the music. Opponent. Come on. Lebowski fan as well. What? Alright. So let's go ahead. We'll swing at the Teferi. So we'll go to Fairy, and then we'll attack. You know what? Just because of Legion War Boss, right? I think this is the right way to go. If he goes land, command the Dread Horde, and he can get back a Karn, and he can get back a Legion Boss, right? What does Legion War Boss really do for him here? Plus, we still have one card exiled we don't know about. Alright. You're working on a new one, Albatross. Awesome. Well, you make it. I'll give it a little bit of airtime, and we'll see if people like it, and you know, maybe it'll help you out a little bit. So far, I've really enjoyed your songs, so I hope everyone else does as well. What are you doing? What are you doing, opponent? Like, I think he's worried about this Tamiyo. Ooh. Opponent did not swing. No swing, says opponent. Well, if we cast this, we make an artifact. I don't have a reason to not cast Mox Amber here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and enter combat. We're going after Big Teferi. We're going after Big Teferi, Big Teferi, Little Teferi, Little Teferi. So with this stream of attacks, he basically gets to pick which one he wants. We could have turned, like, used Healy to turn one of these into a Legion War Boss, but I think that would have been, like, just a little much. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, he gets some Oath of Kaya triggers. How does he get double triggers on that? Oh, because we're attacking more than one Planeswalker? Really? That's broken. So, because we're attacking more than one Planeswalker, he gets multiple triggers. Whenever an opponent attacks a Planeswalker you control with one or more creatures, Oath of Kaya deals 2 damage to that player and you gain life. Instant Speed Elder spell. Little Teferi with a huge boost there. And I didn't even get to uptick my Tamiyo because I did things right. Yep, Oath of Kaya, good. See, I didn't realize it did that. I did not realize it did that. Well, so now he gets to ultimate Teferi. What does ultimating Teferi do for him? Can we outrun this ultimate? There's a Narset. Well, he's not drawing here with Narset, right? That will let him draw, which I assume he deals with Legion War Boss. He's just going to bounce a token, draw a card. Drawing a card should deal with Legion War Boss. That's all decent. That is all very decent. I guess I just take 1,000,000 here. Ooh, okay. Alright. So let's look at this. If we go Sarkhan, make a dude, right? Sarkhan, make a dude, make a mana. Play the other Mox Amber, make another mana. I mean, we're going to lose the Sarkhan, right? So we need to get some value out of it ASAP. or we need to mobilize district and try to close this game out. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 1. Cast this. 2. We still don't have enough mana to activate. I guess we make a dragon. Alright, so we'll make a dragon. We're also going to take a nice little hit, which is not the greatest thing in the world. But we make a dragon. We don't have enough to activate a mobilized district. I am going to kill Little Teferi. We are going to kill Big Teferi. And then I guess we hit Narset for 1. I guess we hit Narset for 2. And then he gained 6 life. That can't be how that's supposed to work. That is so good. Yeah, we might actually be able to outrun the Teferi emblem because we have a board state. Decks are not set up to just draw a bunch of cards like they used to, right? Like, we don't see Chemist's Insights and things like that. So we might actually beat... we might actually be able to beat this Teferi emblem. I'm not 100% on it, but it could happen. Elder Spell? Are you kidding me? Who runs this many Elder Spells? Oh. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. That's going to be the nail in the coffin right there, ladies and gentlemen. Planar Beacon. I'm sending 2 at the Narset. I know I'm taking 2 more. I know I'm giving him 2 more. But I want the Planeswalker gone. I want it gone. So that's all I can do. It's sideboard tech, though. Alright, so there goes a mobilized district. Oh, man. I slipped into a punt. I was supposed to swing with a mobilized district there. He draws a card. He gets rid of the other mobilized district. He bounces his own Oathakaya. Oathakaya will do 3 damage to me, so now I can't attack the Teferi at all. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, he didn't do it to me. Alright. Swing 3. Pass turn. Like, as of right now, we can still cast some spells, so it's not completely over. Not completely over. He does have 5 cards in hand, though. That's probably going to lock things up. Oh, look. Another Teferi. GG. GG, Esper Control. Jeez. So brutal. So brutal. Oh, we were so close, and then... Yeah. Alright, well, you know. It happens. It happens. It's sideboard tech, right? He did. He had the tech to get us. What would have helped us right there? Like, what? Just more shocks, lightning strikes, actually drawing a Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce would have been terrific at any point if we'd have been holding it in our hand. Yeah. Oath is worded in a way that when multiple creatures attack a single walker, it only triggers once, but the ability triggers whenever a planeswalker gets attacked. So if you attack multiple planeswalkers, then you get multiple triggers, I guess. Yeah. S. for you. Why let anyone else enjoy a game when you can make people sometimes want to quit Magic? That's Control doing what it does, right? It's Control, really. Yeah, that's kind of how it works. You're right, Sir Eccles. Either way, you know what? I still thought that this deck gave up a heck of a fight. We would have been 3 points closer if I would have swung with a mobilized district. Would that have made a big change in the game? No, it would not. There's probably some other punts that you guys will probably point out in the comments and stuff. So, yeah, I actually like the deck. I think Saheeli did work. I really do. I actually like Saheeli in the deck. I think that we did a lot of work with Saheeli. I don't think we would have been near as powerful as we were if we didn't have the Saheeli tokens on the battlefield. I was actually not happy with Legion Warboss, which is sad. Normally, Legion Warboss is like everything you could possibly want. We never seen the Nissa. Yeah, Spell Pierce or Negate, either one. If we'd have been holding them, our opponent was tapping out for most of his spells in the entire early side of the game. So, we wouldn't have been able to stop the Thief of Sanity, but Negate wouldn't have been able to do that either. So, darn, you thought for sure your Proliferate and Turns deck would make it to Sub Sun Tuesday. Sorry, Mr. Franklin. I did see that Proliferate deck, and it's not off the table. But it just didn't get the votes this week, man. And then I was actually looking at that for one of the decks that I was going to play, a streamer pick. But I actually just want to run back this mono black deck that we played with earlier. I figure, since we made a bunch of changes to the deck and the deck just completely got run over, just didn't have any, like, Gruul just beat it down. I wanted to bring that deck back and see if we had a little bit more value. What? I don't know what you're saying. What do you got all over your face? Come here, dirty boy. Come here and say hi. Look at this munchkin. Yeah. Say hello. You see? Look. Say hey. You gonna wave at him? Huh? Alright, buddy. Go to mommy. Okay? Alright. He's gone. And there goes the wild thing. Stream says hello, Lincoln. So yeah, we were going to play the Proliferate deck, but I just figured since we made so many changes to this deck that I wanted to bring it back. So we're going to be playing the mono black deck here in just a moment. But next here we've got this really jank deck. I have tried to make 1,000 Year Storm work. I have not had any success at it. But we've got all the real pieces that we need. We've got some board wipe to keep the board clean. With Cleansing Nova and Deafening Clarion. We've got Narsets to try to keep our opponents from drawing cards. We've got Revitalize in order to draw some cards ourselves, gain a little bit of life, buy a little bit of time, things like that. Yeah. Play tested. It's not too strong, anyways. Well, that's kind of going to be the new theme of Sub Sunday. We're going to work as a community to try to strengthen some of these decks, or make these decks like a little bit more playable, or give good pros and cons of why we would choose a single card or something like that. It's don't think too bad of it because like your deck didn't make it this week. Just keep submitting. You can even submit back the same deck or a different deck, and we can try again for next week. There's a lot of decks that get posted and only 3 get played, so don't be discouraged and just keep posting is all I've got to say. This looks like a cross between Jeskai Walkers and your Jeskai Treasure deck. Yeah, but there's not many Walkers, right? Okay, so it's your Jeskai Treasure deck with Narset. right? So I don't know how much I'm going to say it's a cross between a Walker's deck. Anyway, the deck's pretty straightforward. We want to draw cards. We want to keep the board clear. And then we want to get into a Thousand Year Storm, right? Once we get into the Thousand Year Storm, at that point, we just want to have as much mana as possible, either off of treasures and things like that, and then just start slamming spells, just as many as we can cast in a single turn. And heaven forbid that we can get away with something like an emergency powers. One of the cards I actually didn't think about putting in this deck that would fit really well is Kefnet. It didn't dawn on me until after we had already gotten off stream that Kefnet would actually probably be really good in this deck. So that's another thought that, if we wanted to bring in Kefnet, we could. So yeah, you say that's because of Op, Shock, and Clarion as well? Very well. Very well. Anyway, moving on to the sideboard, we've got some Lava Coils, Dovin's Veto, we've got a couple Absorb. We can go in the Teferi Time Reveler for some, some tempo. Ixalan's Binding to be able to, just stop hard to hit things. We've got Sorcerer Spyglass to stop things, or stop Planeswalkers and stuff. It doesn't just stop Planeswalkers. We always talk about this card like it just stops Planeswalkers, but it also stops like Search for Azcanta and things like that. So it stops Azcanta the Sunken Ruin, not Search for Azcanta. Anyway, yeah, let's see if we can storm off, right? All right. Whoa. Apparently, I'm still using the other deck. So change decks. And we're going to pick this one. You really think we need 3 emergency powers, though? Really? That's a lot of 7 drops to have in your deck, man. Madness. Oh, madness. At least you remember that, right? At least you remember that. You took the general idea from the Proliferate deck and Turns deck and tweaked it a little. Well, absolutely. If you will notice, the links in the description box are actually links over to the specific post over on the Sideboard MTG subreddit. So if you guys got some feedback you want to give to the deck builders in specific, you can go over there and leave a comment, and the deck builders themselves will get that information. So again, we'll be taking information from the community and giving it to members of the community. So yeah, you'll link the deck on the Reddit on the comments. There you go. Sweet. Yeah, you can go over. You can post your links and things like that. So also, like I guess to keep pounding the Reddit at you guys. If you are a streamer or content producer or something like that, there's a lot of Reddits out there that won't let you post post your videos. They won't let you post anything like that, and you can do that over on Sideboard MTG subreddit. Just post your videos. Like if you want to record when you go Mythic, you can post that, stuff like that. Just curious, what's the clause on Finale? So if you actually cast it for 10, you get to copy those spells twice. So, right, you can find Tier 1 Janks videos there. Be Informed, even though Be Informed doesn't post as much as he used to. He always posted his content over there. I think MTG Barbecue posts some videos over there from time to time. He's normally like deployed. He's in the Navy, so he comes and goes, but when he's around and he decides to record some, he'll post his over there. So we've actually got quite a community of people that make content and post that over there. So it's a really good spot to be. So yeah, check it out. All 3 of the first links in the description box will take you there. Okay, Basic Forest is our opponent. What's chances he's playing green, right? Is it just a scam, right? Is he saying that he's Basic Forest, but he's not actually Basic Forest? All right, we do have the deck builder in chat, I think, right? Is this Eccles? Is this Eccles' deck or is this Rocker's deck? I think this is Rocker's deck. Is Rocker here? I'll let you decide if we keep the one lander with the op. I don't know. I don't know if we can keep one lander with op. Like, we've got a pretty taxing hand. I'm gonna mulligan. That's okay. This seems okay. I mean, we're not gonna turn one op. Do we want this? Deals 3 damage to any target. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them in your hand and the other into the graveyard. That gives us a little bit. Sure, I'll put that on top. Because we're going to play Sacred Foundry, then we'll draw that next turn. Alright, so we'll go Sacred Foundry. Next turn, we'll go Sulphur Falls. I guess I should have been getting rid of things to get to blue mana. Oh, Overgrown Tomb. Alright, so we'll just pass. You like to use the wrong color mana symbol sleeves on... Yeah, Arena. Right, exactly. That's why I was thinking, do you think he's actually Forest? Ooh, he is Sultai. Come on, Blue Source. That ain't it. I'm going to put it on the bottom. Got there. Alright, so we'll just go look for some value here. Op, Revitalize. Op lets us see more, but we can cast like double Revitalize like next turn if we wanted to. I think I'm going to take the Op though. What's good, Robert Lamenta? Lamenta? Is that right? Did I say that right? How you doing, Robert? Oh man, Assassin's Trophy. Yes, we're going to use it. What do we want? Island? We want more islands? Sure, doesn't matter, right? Like, the only reason I picked the island is so we can opt now. Put that on the bottom. Like, Fortress. That hurts. That hurts so bad, right? Whatever. I guess here we just want him to play something so that we can rouse Outburst. Really? Really, opponent? I guess I just Revitalize, draw a card, gain some shock. I'll hang on to it. We'll Clifftop Retreat Pass. See, the one black card that you cannot cast without a treasure. Maybe this card just doesn't belong in the deck, period. Alright, we'll let him play the Jade Light now. No Jade Light. Alright. I guess I keep Cleansing Nova? Yeah, we'll keep the Cleansing Nova. Alright, well, I mean, 1,000-Year Storm. Do we get to untap with it? Is the big question. Right? Like, do we get to untap with this? I'm just going to pass. We do need some type of value card. Drawing the one Tezzeret. There's a good chance we get to keep the 1,000-Year Storm. I mean, there's also a really good chance that he just casts Casualties of War here or something, and then we're just blah. Tamiyo. So what does he do? Tamiyo get back in the Assassin's Trophy? He does. Well, fine, opponent. You just be that way. Any value here? For each other instant sorcery that you've cast before this. Fine. We're still gonna do it. I mean, I want to thin my deck. We've got basics left. We ain't scared. Fine, Tammy. We'll turn off the auto yields because I'm just gonna shock Tammy already. Like I mean, I could wait around, but there's just no real point. Well, I mean, if we do hit the emergency powers, we can. Well, we're not going to get the Tezzeret down because we'll discard the Tezzeret, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. I shouldn't have let this deck stay in the. I shouldn't have let this card stay in the deck. It's cute. It's fun, but I should not have let it. I should have spoke up over this. I kept wanting to, but I was like, yeah, I'm not going to begrudge them. But cards that can't naturally be cast are usually very difficult. You had an opponent scoop to Lazatep plating in response to casualties of war yesterday. It's pretty funny. Seems good. So now we need him to just creature, and then go from there. You think I won't Cleansing Nova you, dude? I will Cleansing Nova you so hard. I'll pass. I assume that he's holding cards like, you know, something maybe Chupacabra-ish, or maybe he's holding another Wild Growth Walker. Maybe he's holding Chupacabra. Maybe he's holding, probably actually Hostage Taker. Like Hostage Taker's seeing more play right now than Chupacabra is. Hostage Taker's actually really good right now. It's in a good spot. I know some people don't like it, Mr. James Clugston, but I think Hostage Taker's in a great spot. You know what? I think we can. Oops. Too many. All right. I mean, we got rid of a couple Wild Growth Walkers. I assume this is a deck that just wants to command the Dread Horde, get everything back. Right? Maybe. You're not a fan of Hostage Taker in this meta. Why not? Alright, so okay, fair enough. I do think it's good versus basically any non-red deck. How long can we take this beating? Like, we know that this deck does not. Well, I guess we just destroy a creature and pass the turn. Just get a Narset into emergency powers and magic is easy. That sounds pretty good. Because Narset into emergency powers means they can't draw but like one card back, right? Seems pretty good. We do have to get to that Narset though. There are more powerful plays you can make on turn 4 than Hostage Taker. Fair. That's fair. I will not be swayed though. I think Hostage Taker is worth a spot in the 75 in most decks that can cast it. Here we go. Alright. Okay. Like, just holding this dead card here has been so bad. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah, draw Narset. You know what? Narset. If it's not Narset, I think or emergency powers. I'll take emergency powers. Finale, I promise. Finale, I promise. I'm gonna leave that on top. Alright, so let's look at some stuff. So this will be our instant. Yeah. This looks great. So I want this as the instant, and I want this as the I need to go 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. So we'll go done. So we'll cast that. Hopefully it'll resolve. So we're gonna go cast this here to keep him off of ultimate, right? And then we're going to cast this here to kill his lands, kill his creatures. Again, we're keeping him off his ultimate. We'll put... Oh, wrong one! I thought I was supposed to click it and click Graveyard. Gee, what have I done? That Finale of Promise was our way to the promised land right there. Whatever. It's okay. Wusa, Dulce Fraba, right? Something. I'm sorry, Sir Eccles. I clicked the wrong thing. I'm used to scrying. You click bottom. I was thinking like click Graveyard, click, and then keep the Finale of Promise. And then the thing happened with the thing, and then... That was it, too. That was it. Because we would have been able to, I don't know, opt and Cleansing Nova again. I was gonna pass. I had one job. Justin Clay hasn't said a word at all. I make a serious punt, and he comes out of nowhere, but like, oh, punt emoji. I got the punt emoji, guys. Punt emoji right here. My man Justin, you got it. Can I take my $2 back from earlier? Oh, Sir Eccles, I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry, Sir Eccles. I have failed you. Oh, goodness. So brutal. I love that he keeps making this forest. Like, he don't have any forest left, guys. None. I mean, I'll take this hit for 3, and then we'll just, like, he doesn't have forest to get double mana right now. That's pretty decent. It doesn't exchange... That doesn't make up for the fact that I just... Oh my goodness, that punt was so bad it's made my mustache curl down. What a frown, right? Sacrifice a perm, dude. You won't do it. You ain't got it. You ain't got the gumption. Fine, destroy all creatures. Alright. I'm just gonna hold the land. Like, at this point, do we really need another land? I'm just gonna hold it. It seems like I got more cards in hand that way. Madness has just posted another deck over on the Sideboard MTG subreddit. If you guys want to go over there and check those out, vote on them, whatever it is you would like to do, go check those out. Ooh, he can make double mana again. What? You don't have to keep making the forest into things, dude. You don't even need the mana because you didn't tap it and then untap it. Like, You don't have to make the forest into creatures. You can make anything into creatures. Save your forest, for crying out loud, dude. I mean, I'm sorry. The finale of Promise might have changed things. I do want to. Oh, I don't want to really reveal my hand, but all right. So finale of Promise would have got us down to Thousand Year Storm, possibly Clifftop Retreat. We would have got to see. We would have been one card deeper. We'd have been one card deeper and probably still had a Cleansing Nova in hand, which means we probably would have got to Emergency Powers. And then, who knows what would have happened after we cast Emergency Powers, so, alright, whatever. Only you can prevent forest fires. Okay, so, Teferi's good for tempo here. I like Teferi. I like Ixalan's Binding. Lava Coil's great. Dovin Vito's probably, like, we just want all of this. How do we win, though? Wait a minute. If I do this, how do we win? We can really only win with Thousand Year Storm and some shocks. So, let's say I don't revitalize. We have to buy Tezzeret. I mean, Tezzeret, you're cool, you're cute, but, you know, that's not going to work. Raoul's Outburst was okay. Like, maybe I don't need Absorb here because we've got the Dovin's Veto. Maybe I actually don't want Dovin's Veto and I want Absorb. That sounds okay. Board wipes seem like a thing. I'm just so grumpy right now. Like, this has just been... I guess... We need to cut like 7 cards here. Like, but we still need the deck to go off, so I guess no Sorcerer Spyglass, even Sorcerer Spyglass calling, like, upticking on, like, make... you gotta win with Tez, that's the deck? Really? I mean, we can't win with Shock? Alright, fine, we keep the Tez. I really want the Teferi here. I want the Op. I want all of this. Alright, so we don't go... And the only way we can possibly cast Teferi is either off of Smothering Tide or Emergency Powers. Alright, so how do we do it? This is a problem I didn't actually foresee when we were looking at this deck. This deck doesn't actually have legit win cons. If this is your legit win con, then we have to put... Like, I thought the plan was to win off of, like, copying a bunch of things and then shocking them. I guess I just don't get the Ixalan's Binding. Shock. Alright, whatever. Oh, it froze on me. I didn't... Wow, whole game closed out. Yeah, that's great. Tezzeret, not Teferi. No, was I saying Teferi? My bad. This is what happens when Madness decks don't make it into Sub Sunday. I joke, I kid. Silence! If there's time at the end of stream, can we check out the new Chandras? Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, I'm a little bit interested in that anyway. Can moderators find me a link to those new Chandras? We'll check those out. What Scholar said, please check out the new Madness, then you're on it. Go for it. Find me a link and we'll check out the Chandras. We should still have a game up. It should put us back in the game. Yeah. I'd have to play this whole deck again. I can't believe I didn't realize that the only way to win is off of Tezzeret. I don't like this deck anymore. Mana's great though. I'll say that. You got a sweet mana base in this deck right now. Alright? Because look at this. I mean, we're set to the Sacred Foundry and Glacial Fortress, Glacial Fortress. This is perfect. Perfect. I don't think sideboarding took though. Sideboarding did not stick. We did not sideboard. We are mainboarding yet again. Uno momento. Well, I think Madness is already on it, Jank, so... Smothering Tide could be the real deal. In this... I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it ain't. I don't know. We'll find out. Was the first link you could find? Oh, yeah, I'll check it out. Got it, sir. Got it. Wild Growth Walker. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and revitalize. Need a board walker. I mean, I could pull another shock. I'm going to pull the Pirate's Pillage. Oh goodness, it's playing in the background. Let me pause that. There we go. Alright. That's why you need powers. So, then what you're trying to say, Sir Eccles, is this is as bad, if not worse, than the Narset's Amnesia deck. I'm not a fan now. I'm super not a fan. Buy a Narset. Nice knowing ya. Yeah, we pretty much have to get into a board sweeper here. And it needs to be the big one, right? Cleansing Nova. There goes Narset. Because you're worried about drawing cards, right, opponent? Come on. You just want me to draw cards. I get how it is. Selfish. Do we Smothering Tithe? And go from there? Or do I just have to draw cards now, or do I have time to get the Smothering Tithe now? I'm going to go for the Smothering Tithe. I'm going for the value. Like, Narset's Amnesia is more powerful than like, why would I want to pay 7 for that effect when I could pay 3 for that effect, right? Like, turn 3, they're more likely to have cards in their hand than turn 7, right? Like, and we just don't want them to have cards in the hand, like shuffling the whole deck back and all that other stuff. Like that doesn't do a lot for me. What do you take, opponent? I got all these sweet cards over here. What are you gonna take? Probably take Pirate's Pillage if I were him, or the Op. Just something that would let me see more cards. Thought you were hip to the win con. Play Super Jank and win with off-color card. Yeah. This just really doesn't do it for me, though. Our opponent's over here stuck. I guess we wait. We wait end step to cast the Op. I do need to cast the Op. So we'll go blue, cast Op. Steam Vans? I don't need that. We'll put that on the bottom. Oh, look. We got another land. Yeah. Pirate's Pillage. We don't need Sacred Foundry. I mean, we got triple white, double red, triple blue. Oh, look. Another Pirate's Pillage. Alright, pass the turn. Is my webcam skipping? It's probably because I just brought this up. Yeah, it was skipping a little bit. You know what? Something that always makes me feel better. The Darkwing Duck song. We pretty much have to hit this, right? I'm gonna go for it here. I mean, this buys us a little time. We've gained 3 more life. Our opponent's stuck on mana over here. Sure. We'll opt. Just digging. Digging. Alright. I'm going to keep our win con. Considering we could probably play it. We just pick a shock. There's a Nova. We're getting closer. Alright, so now we just need a million treasures, right? You like the DuckTales song? I don't know if I have any DuckTales songs. Oh, Rescue Rangers? Okay, so I don't have like TV show, cartoon stuff. Everything's pretty much video game. This is actually like a remake of like the Darkwing Duck video game. Yeah, that's right. There was a Darkwing Duck video game. This is a remake of that. So, all right, we're getting some treasures. So now we need a cleansing Nova and go from there. Our opponent's just no mana over there, Mr. No Manas, and we still can't capitalize. I did say it 1,000 times though while we were making this deck. This deck doesn't do anything. It dies to a Planeswalker. Like, if he lands a Planeswalker, we're just dead. We can't do anything to a Planeswalker. You gotta bottom the Tez, but have to put the Tez in play off of emergency power. No, you don't. You do not. I can just cast the Tez. Like, I do not agree that I have to do it that way. No way. I could be wrong, but I don't think that I have to do it that way. So I'm just going to say no and Cleansing Nova. Like, I mean, if we have treasures, I don't think that I have to... Like, I don't think that I'm bound to keep playing Tez off of... Like, you don't have to bottom the Tez. If Tez is in your hand, it's still going to go into the deck, right? Like, either way, Tez goes into the deck. Okay, so I have to cast Pirate's Pillage. We have an out. I mean, we could be at 1 next turn. I cast Pirate's Pillage. We have to hit a Revitalize. If we don't hit a Revitalize, we're dead. I'm supposed to storm like 4 or 5 emergency powers with Smothering Tide out, so you can make like 50 treasures and then you get him out. There's no way you're going to win games with this deck. If that's the plan, is to first get Storm off and then get emergency, then I'm just going to say, like, don't play this deck. It's fun, it's jank, and if you could ever make it work, cool. But if that's the plan, if your plan, Sir Eccles, is to storm like 4 or 5 emergency powers with the Smothering Tide out to make like 50 treasures, then to get him out, but yet the other plan is to have a Narset so that when you cast emergency powers, he can't draw any cards, so you don't actually get any triggers off Smothering Tide, so you make 0 treasures. Your synergies are non-bows. I'm gonna pull it, Sir Eccles. I hope you can take what I'm about to do. You won F&M with it 2 weeks ago. It worked for you. Really? What did you play against? If you won F&M with this deck, what did you play against, dude? I mean, did nobody play a Planeswalker? Did nobody play a Narset? Did you never run into a Narset? How did you kill a Narset? Like, let's look at this deck. Hold on, let me pull up the original list, right? Let's go to import. Let's pull up the original list. You tell me how you killed a Narset. Like, I don't know what your meta is that you were able to win with this deck. So your opponent plays an Narset. How did you beat him? Right? At any F&M I've ever been to, you would have just been destroyed, dude. Like, okay, so if I resolve this card, how do you beat it? How do you beat this card, Sir Eccles? Sir Eccles, I think you need to start looking for a better F&M because they are treating you wrong, sir. You beat Mono Red, Sultai Midrange, and Esper Hero, you believe? You need to start looking for a better F&M, dude. Jeez. All right. So I resolved Narset. Beat it. Beat an Narset. I'm waiting on a line that beats Narset. I down-tick Narset, you shock it. You have no way to make creatures. Like, this is the original list right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the unchanged original list. I don't know, buddy. Yeah, Tilt Express. I am full tilt right now that you won F&M with this deck. I am full tilt on that, man. I am full tilt. Like, I don't know. Alright. You hold Ops and Shocks until you got 1,000 Year Storm out, and Storm Shocks and Row's Outburst. James says, at my last F&M, the store manager, who is a good friend, asked you to lose a few games. James, will you please quit beating people to death? I'm gonna play your version of the deck. What am I missing? All right, I'm about to go play the mono black deck, and then we're playing extra games. If he won F&M with this deck, no changes. I'm running it back. I am on full tilt right now, guys. All right, so. I just gotta hold on a minute. You got to get a new F&M, dude. You got to get a new LGS. Like, this is. Like, this deck doesn't beat a Narset, right? Eric, have a Snickers. I'm being a little bit of a drama, a little bit of a diva right now, right? All right. All right. I'm gonna grab one more emergency powers, and then we're gonna play this deck again. All right. We're going to play this deck again. I'm more of a Kit Kat type of guy. I actually like Kit Kats, right? Because you can just break the chocolate off the side of them, and then you're left with a wafer, right? Like, so you just like nibble it, Like that's how I eat a Kit Kat. I also eat the Reese's the same way. Like I break the side of the Reese's, off, and then you're left with this little circle of like a thin layer of chocolate on top and bottom with a little peanut butter in the middle. Right? The peanut butter is actually rounded where it goes into the. That's right, chocolate. Woosah. Sir Eccles, you're great, man. Thank you for sticking around through this. Let me get into this mono black. We're gonna look at a few Chandras while we're waiting on the other cards to show up, and then we'll play your deck one more time. All right. Oh, you like doing that with a Twix? Way harder though. It is. Yes, absolutely, Sir Eccles. When we get into this gameplay one more time, it is all you, buddy. It is all you. So, like, stick around. We're gonna come back to this deck. We're gonna roll back to it. We're gonna encore your deck. No changes, just as is. We're gonna roll this back. Oh my goodness. All right. So here we've got a mono black deck that we played around with a little bit earlier, and bring him on the Discord. Ooh. You know what? We might do that. Do you have Discord, Sir Eccles? How would I do that without just inviting everyone in the world into Discord? Phone's about to die. Talk to you later. Go charge it. We're gonna play some mono black. Join us, and we'll encore. Otherwise, I might have to make a full video on your deck. This is, yeah, okay. Anyway, right now we're about to play some Sigiled Sword of Valoran. All right. Oh, just kidding. All right. Hurry! Cast no escape on Sir Eccles. Somebody get this man some power. Alright, so this is a mono black deck that we played around with earlier. If you guys want to go back and see what we did with it, you can check it out. I'm curious at this point. I've lost it. Alright, so we've got this it's a pretty sweet little mono black deck. I like, the more I looked at this deck, the more I was like, this deck may have some merit as like a mono black control deck or something like that. So we'll see. I could just do a private Discord. Can I do that? Like, what's the easiest way to get a random person a message on Discord? I mean, I could invite everyone to the Discord. That wouldn't matter. Like, anybody that's a subscriber could technically come to the Discord, and then I only let Sir Eccles in. So, like, we could do that. All right. You know what? I'm keeping this hand. Keeping the hand. We've got a little bit of removal. We got a turn 2. We got a turn 3. If we don't get a turn, like, if we don't want a turn 4, we can equip. We can get into the Orzhov. We got stuff. Uh-oh. That did happen. That did happen. Like, it's dangerous. It is dangerous to talk about. I'm gonna hang on to the blast zone till later. Like, we can hide the blast zone. Oh. I got you laughing so hard you almost woke your kids and had to step outside. Good. Good. Cause I'm losing it, man. I've lost it. Like, I've lost it. This is good. This is good. We need him to play more 1-drops, right? And then we blast zone them all away. I mean, we play the Orzhov Enforcer and we buy a ton of time. I mean, in a world versus 1-1s, the 1-2 is king, right? What do we got coming up tomorrow? For those of you still sticking around here, we've got a devs deck coming up. I know we haven't played a devs deck in quite some time, but he built another cool little deck. He built a what's it called? I can't think of it. A budget deck, right? We haven't had budget decks in a while. I've built a budget deck. He doesn't have gameplay of it out yet, so we're gonna do that. I don't have a lot of choice. We're gonna play the sigil. I would much rather have something else to do, but he's going to flip the Legion's Landing. I can't do much about it. So, unfortunately, this is just how it's going to work. I mean, if he swings with everything, though, I mean, we kill the Lawrune Enforcer. Ooh, Snubhorn Sentry. Do you swing with everything here? He's doing it. He did it. All to flip that Adanto. Well, it's okay. I mean, yeah, this is all pretty sweet. Boom, we're gonna equip. We're in the money now, y'all. Yeah. Hey, this thing's attacking with vigilance, not tapped, just getting in there. With vigilance, getting in there. That's right. Like, oh my, the things. Doing it. Doing it, ladies and gentlemen. Next turn we've got Cast Down. We've got Ravenous Chupacabra. Like, this is okay. This is okay. Okay. I'm okay with this. I mean, now what, opponent? What are you going on? Wow. Conclave Tribunal for the sword? Nope. For the Enforcer. Alright, so he takes out the Enforcer. I'm going to swing and then Ritual of... Oh, no. He is going to take out the sword. Sword's too much for him. Just private message you, the MTGO Just private message me from MTGO Traders Discord. You'd be honored to add my Discord to your repertoire. I don't even know if I'm in the MTGO Traders Discord, man. Like, I don't do a lot with Discord. You don't know anyone that got me more tilted than Rush? Rush has put me on tilt a few times, okay? And me and Rush are... Like, I like that guy. I didn't know him before I started streaming, but I really like that guy. And, yeah, he put me on tilt. He put me on tilt pretty hard. I mean, if we just kill Snubhorn Sentry here, how are we looking? Like, I probably want this Blast Zone to, like, later get rid of Conclave Tribunal or something. I think that just killing Snubhorn Sentry sounds fine in this particular scenario. Maybe not even Snubhorn Sentry and just go for the Knight. But I don't even really care about that either. I mean, the Knight's more valuable, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Comes 3/3 later, we stick an Enforcer in front of it. Well, let's kill the Knight. Sure. I mean, we'd always cast down at Ritual of Soot. I mean, we got value, right? And you know what? The sword actually replaced itself. We got a 2/2 out of it. I mean, yeah, it was a 6 mana 2/2, but whatever. You and Rush are starting your own on Discord. Any ideas for the name? Sideboard MTG tilt. I don't know, man. The Snubhorn Century with the city's blessing getting in there. This is fine. Now, if he wants to do the extra damage, he can't sack this. Now that we've gotten rid of this, like, we just Ritual Soot. We have all the value, he has none. Like, if we can get him to play anything else this turn, he played another Legion's Landing, right? That's exactly what we were looking for, so. I'm gonna say this deck might have a little bit of I'm gonna say this deck might have a little bit of merit to it now. Like, if we're fighting, if we're legit fighting versus I mean, I didn't have to do that. That was probably wrong. Right? Still gonna Ritual Soot. I was probably supposed to Ritual Soot and just swing for 2 if I wanted damage, and then I had the flyer as well. So yeah, that was wrong to swing. Sir Eccles, I appreciate it. I'm glad that you stuck around, but I butchered that. If that is the plan for your deck, then, and you're winning with that, oh my goodness. Oh, give me a land. I need a land. Man, okay. We'll just go Knight of Malice and Orzhov Enforcer. And like, at that point, what can he do? MTG Tilt with Angering? What's up, Jack? How you doing, sir? Welcome to Tilt Night with Sideboard MTG. Another Legion's Landing. Wow. Cool, I guess. Make another dude. Flip the landing. Like, whatever. Like, if we get to Liliana and just start upticking on Liliana, we're probably just gold. Jack, apparently everybody's happy to see you, man. Welcome. No, it's my fault. I apparently just broke the deck. I still agree with our choices on the mana base, but I apparently broke the deck. Ooh, a Johnny. What does a Johnny do here? What are you doing here, Johnny? Very nice, Ajante. Ajani. I mean, we kill everything that swings, right? Like, what are you gonna do, opponent? What can we do? Like, let's say I want to get rid of that Ajani, right? So if I get rid of Orzhov Enforcer and Zombie, or no, I get rid of Zombie and Ravenous Chupacabra, he gets rid of 2 things we thing, and then we can swing at Ajani. We do want to have 5 to be able to swing at a Johnny, though, right? So I need 2 power. So we get rid of Orzhov, Enforcer, and Choop. Like, Choop is one of the cards we want to put into the graveyard, right? Yeah, I like the play. I like it. Each player is going to sacrifice 2 creatures. We're going to go to this route. He scoops! He scoops! It played better than it did the first time, right? Played a lot better than it did the first time. Like, we just got run over the first time we played this deck. The diaper fire. You agree on the meta base? Well, at least something come out of it, right? If you're going to build jank, you got to make it tier 1. Marcus. The jokes were supposed to be better tonight, man. The jokes were supposed to be better. I hope Leslie is just laughing at you right now. And if you are, high five Leslie. All right. And if you're not, then I'm a weirdo. I've got a mulligan this. Ouch. Mulligan. We're doing it. We're going to nothing. Going to 4. Where's that London mulligan at? We're going all the way. Put that on top versus mono white. Yes. Yes. What's up, Aiden? How you doing, man? We're having one of those nights. It's a good one. Oh, man. I need alcohol. Like, we need bourbon for this stream. Right? Where's the London mulligan at? It is a month out. Next month, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have that London mulligan. If we win this, oh, we win this. I mean, we got Baraska's Contempt. What the? What? Where'd the red come from? Get out of here with that thing. Alright, we gotta go get something that's gonna help us. Yes, we want to use the ability. Alright. What are we doing? What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? We need something that is really, really gonna help. Transmogrifying Wand. We can cast and activate that with the amount of mana we currently have. I'll go with Transmog Wand. Not that I really want to make his little dudes into goats, because like we could be upgrading some of his dudes, turning them into 2/4s, but yeah. Thought you were on alcohol already. Oh man, actually I've been drinking. I don't know. I had some wine about a week or 2 ago, but I've never been one to like, not since the Marine Corps anyway, to like just chase alcohol. So like if I drink, I drink. If I don't. So I mean it just happens. Sometimes I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get a bottle of bourbon and I'll drink some bourbon. Can't stand beer or anything like that, but you know it happens on occasion. I mean, do we just go get more? Alright, what else can we get? I guess we just grab like a combo piece or something. Maybe a Helm of the Host in case we do get a creature. Diamond Mayor is not horrible, right? I mean, we're gonna cast some spells. Looking at the battlefield, I mean, he's got Bolt, he's got a Devil. I'm not exactly like scared of Tybalt. I mean, we could get rid of Tybalt this turn, sacrificing that Devil. This is a different. Yeah, I forgot the other dude just scooped all together after being beat so bad by this mono black. He's probably aggressive, and I probably want the Diamond Mayor, but as long as Tybalt's out, Diamond Mayor's not going to do me a lot of good. God Pharaoh's statue, we're a couple turns off of that. I think Helm of the Host is going to give us the most value as of this current moment. I will pass, and we're probably going to just Baraska's Contempt the Tibble. Alright, so he's actually casting something before he makes the Tibble. Or before he makes the token with Tibble. So we're just gonna take that away from him. We also gain the life because Baraska's Contempt's worded, so. Remember, we did mulligan to 4 this game. Blast them! Just pass. I mean, we're kind of okay right now. Remember, we still got, you know, we got some sweepers in the main board. We got some rituals. Swiftblade Vindicator. That's the thing. This might actually be worth turning into a goat, a ram, goat, goat, right? Ox, turning it. Yeah. Imaginary flask. Tishar. He played Tishar. Tishar is a really cool card, and I really like it. He paid the mana, wants to draw the card. Yeah, it can only be done as a sorcery. My bad. Didn't realize that. Don't use Transmogrifying Wand a lot. Ooh. Enters the battlefield. We may sacrifice any number of other permanents and then draw that many cards. I'm gonna go with 0 right now. Well, we can always equip and then like just go from there, right? I mean, we're not dead yet. All right, so the Wanderer gets back another Mentor of the Meek. Like, we can just start Bantus. Fine. Yeah, we'll use the ability. It feels bad. Feels bad, man. Feels real bad. Ooh, Contempt! He's got nothing in the graveyard, so Tishar is like not a huge threat right now. So we get rid of, I guess we get rid of Tishar, because we're going to start destroying, right? He's got no. Now this is why we like. Never mind. Just don't. I'm not even worried about it. You guys get it. Doing things. Maybe killing the Wanderer wasn't even the right play. Because he's got a ton of damage here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah. Maybe I scooped preemptively, but whatever. Alright. Begin sideboard. Alright. little deck that does things. I'm actually bringing in Command the Dread Horde. I'm taking out a God Eternal Bond too. I actually don't like this card. In my opinion, this is like the worst one of the gods. Unless you're playing like Aristocrats build. What do we want to bring in? Diamond Mayor maybe? Right? Like Diamond Mayor over a Masterminds and a Karn? Sure. Like, I just don't want the Toolbox thing in this matchup. Maybe we do. Like, Karn didn't really do a lot there. There's just not enough good artifacts to make that Karn, like, really, really worth it. I mean, we can mulligan to 4. I will say that. We mulligan to 4. Oh my goodness. I kind of want to keep this hand. Horizontal Enforcer, good. I'll keep it. If this deck pulls out of this, this is going to be great. I mean, we only need 2 mana here. 2 mana, and we buy, like, all the time in the world. Got there. Maybe it would have been better to play the invasion first, but the invasion wouldn't have been able to swing. So, let's see what we draw. More than likely, though, we're just going to cast this. Like, the only reason I played this before I played the invasion was for 1 point of damage. 1 turn might have been all we needed. Like, later we may find that this thing dies at, like, 5 power. And then I'll hate myself for that, but we'll see. Turn off auto yields. I mean, now we can Knight of Malice, we can Reaper. We can even put it up the Sigiled Sword and going from there, right? I think the big one here, though, is just get rid of that hero. Cast downs are doing work, sir. Cast down is doing work. Alright, so after this game, we're going to go look at the new Shura's as she gains power. Well, isn't that a ting? Diamond Mirror. That's right, you can do 1 damage to it. Now what? You blocking? Didn't think so. I'll take 8. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Hit me for 8. See if I care. I don't think Hero of Precinct 1's really in this deck. It doesn't, like, okay, I mean, he's probably got Vindicators and... Oh, that's 4 mana. That's an Aurelia. That's an Aurelia. Conclave Tribunal. What's that getting? Ooh, Dreadhorde Invasion. Fine by me. Yeah, I mean, no blocks. Like, Sarkin gets in. That's cool. Yay. Blast Zone's alright. I think we're on the Reaper plan here because we're planning on losing some stuff. If we attack Sarkin with everything, nothing dies here until blocks, but we do get the Sarkin. We're going that route, huh? We get to draw some cards. Maybe I shouldn't have swung there. Maybe not. Oh, not another one. So I assume this gets the Midnight Reaper. Then we take another 8, which means kinda dead. Kinda dead, yeah. Like, just Sarkin's card quality is too much for us. It's just a much more powerful card than most of the things we're playing, so. We don't have enough mana to equip and like play it and equip the sword, so we're just dead here. Didn't feel like we got run over as badly as we did the first time we played the deck, so you know, I don't know. I kind of, this version felt a little bit better. Not 100% sure if Midnight Reaper was the right call to put in the deck or not. Maybe we just want a little more depth touch. Tomorrow we're going to be playing Dev's Vraska's Death Touch deck, and that's only like a $20 deck. So like if you're wanting to play this like budget version, maybe look into that. So like just check tomorrow. We'll be playing a budget deck, and you might actually like that. Like if you're wanting to play some Death Touch, you want to play something cheap, we've got Dev's deck coming up tomorrow night, and that'll be pretty good. So all right. Let's jump over here. Let's look at some Chandras, right? Let me wait for it while we're sticking. It's because right now I'm trying to render this in 2 different sizes because I got 2 different size monitors. So like one's trying to be at 4K and then the other one's 1080. All right. Anyway, let me kill some music. So we have got, what is this? Is this just the War of the Spark trailer? Gathering reveals first previews from its next big set. What? Alright, here we go. Yeah, alright. So we've got Chandra, Novus Pyromancer as an uncommon. This is a 4 mana. We get +1. Elementals you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. You can -1 to add 2 mana, or you can -2 and she'll deal 2 damage to any target. That's not horrible. I don't know where elementals fit into play, but it doesn't seem too horrible. I would take her down to 4 to produce 2 additional mana. I mean, you're looking at even if you don't draw your 5th land, having 6 mana on 5, that can be a thing. Plus, she can protect herself with the down tick of 2. Like, we can play her down tick for 2, kill something. That seems pretty decent. I don't know where elementals are going to be in the next set, but if we do have a bunch of elementals, then that'll be really cool. Chandra looks pretty cool here, right? Like, I like the art. It's a little more cartoony than we had seen in the past, and it kind of makes me wonder if that's snippets from like kind of the way they want to go with the art of the new Netflix series or something. Chandra, Acolyte of Flame. Okay, so here we got 2 0 abilities and a -2 ability. Okay, so we can put a loyalty counter on each red planeswalker you control. So Chandra for 0 will actually +1. We can also create 2 1/1 red elemental creature tokens. They gain haste. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. So if you have the uncommon and the rare Chandra out, so you could play the rare Chandra on turn 3, play the uncommon on turn 4, make some elementals, and then those elementals are 3/1s, which is like the old 6 mana Chandra. That's pretty decent. And then the -2, you may cast target instant or sorcery card with converted mana cost of 3 or less from your graveyard. If that card, You may cast target instant or sorcery card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard. All right, that does not say we can cast it for free, but we can replay a spell that we've played before, or one we have dumped into the graveyard. If that card would be cast, you exile it after it resolves, right? And then we move on to 6 mana Chandra. First off, we've got this extra little line of text. This spell can't be countered. Chandra, Awakened Inferno, 4 and 2 red, +2. Each opponent gets an Each opponent gets an emblem with, at the beginning of your upkeep, this emblem deals 1 damage to you. You can give them multiple emblems, and at that point, you just have to stay alive. That is pretty sweet. She's got a mind, and that's +2, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen this in the past, but +2 planeswalkers can sometimes be a little bit hard to catch up with. All right, just want to go ahead and point that out there. -3, Chandra Awakened Inferno deals 3 damage to each non-elemental creature. That's pretty cool because we're making elementals. Maybe are we going to play all of these? Probably not. Chandra Awakened Inferno deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker. If a permanent dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead. So you can instantly ultimate her to kill something. Burn that for 4. Let's go ahead and exile that. Get that out of here. I love the cannot be countered clause. I also like the +2. You can really start running away with the +2. This might actually get some play with the 5 mana bolus, right? Because 5 mana bolus is normally looking for a +2 somewhere, right? I just want to throw that out there. Like, 5 mana bolus is normally looking for a +2, and if you can give your opponent an emblem that's going to deal damage to them, that might be decent, especially in some type of control deck. So, Awakened Inferno might have some merit. Honestly, there might be some merit to Chandra Acolyte of Flame as well. The 0 would put a counter on bolus. It would put a counter on all your other Chandras, Tybalts, Saheeli Ra. I mean, you name it, right? As long as it's red planeswalker, let's roll. So those are all pretty sweet. So yeah, thanks for bringing that up. All right, I'm going to jump over to manatraders. We've got to. What do we got to do here? How many cards do we need? Right, because we're going for the encore right here. I need 1 emergency powers for the main board, and that's it. All right. So just so happens I checked out 149 cards. You're allowed 150. So we can get 1 more card before we've got to turn things in. All right, so let me let's get a card here real quick. If anybody's got anything over in chat, we'll talk about that while we're pulling these cards. So did I lose you guys? What happened, chat? What happened? What happened to chat? I don't know. My chat is not keeping up. I don't know what's going on. Like, you guys are all talking over there, but I don't know what's going on with my chat screen. I see it. Let's see if we can refresh this. Last thing I see is Jack saying that he thought I was on alcohol. Maybe it's the last thing that happened. I don't know. Alright. So, we need emergency powers. Alright, we're going to rent an emergency powers. No music, no chat. What? Happy song? Poor Eric. Oh. Yeah, you guys. Bad website killed chat? Probably. We're back though. No music, no chat. Alright, we've got the music back. There we go. And then we just need 1 card here. So Let's go ahead and close that out. And we just wait. We just wait, and the little dude run in the back of manatraders. He'll find an emergency powers and bring that to us. Alright, Sir Eccles, are you ready? I've got chat. We're up. If you're there, I'll be able to see you. We're all thinking of brews with 6 mana Chandra. I'm thinking of some brews with some 6 mana Chandra. She looks like she's probably playable. The last 6 mana Chandra was playable, but she did some broken stuff, right? I want a PPTQ with her. Back in the good old days of PPTQs. It was fun. Now that we're back, imagine a curve of Acolyte of Flame, War Chandra, Sarkin, and then into Awakened Inferno. Don't you just die if you play that curve? Like, how do you survive with that curve? I don't know. So let's see. Acolyte of Flame. That's the one that'll produce a couple dudes, but they die at the end of your turn, right? Right. Uncounterable is pretty sweet for 6 CMC. Like, if you're going to be casting something that's 6 CMC, like we learned from Carnage Tyrant, that if you're going to invest that much into a game or to a card, first off, the card needs to be able to win the game by itself. Second off, you need to be able to resolve it, and uncounterable is a really good way to do that. Like, I don't even think that it's much of a negative to put uncounterable on a 6 converted mana cost card, because if somebody's going to play something that's 6 converted mana cost, then alright, so Acolyte of Flame can make a couple dudes, but those get exiled, so we don't have blockers. War Chandra, what is she going to do? Alright, she comes down on 4. I don't know. I don't know how much we like. Sarkin makes a dragon. That's pretty cool. All right. We've got the deck. This be the deck. All right. So let's change this, and we want our version 2, which is the version with 3 emergency powers. All right. Here we go. This is the deck. Swap bounty for finale. Leave event. Leave match. So you actually like the finale. Okay, I got you, man. But we want to see the version that won your F&M, man. All right, swap bounty for finale. I got you, man. As far as the mana base goes, like, do we want to fix? No. I want to see. We'll make that one change, but the rest of it. All right, Sir Eccles, you're in the driver's seat as much as possible. All right. Jank or death. Here we go. King Leo, where are you? Right? Skylar's like, yeah, where's King Leo? King Leo, come show us. You've got an Esper deck. We know you've got an Esper deck, King Leo. Show me an Esper deck. I need you to cast like a turn 3 Narset or Tezzeret. So bad, dude. Come on. Not Tezzeret, Teferi. I need you to do it. I need you. King Leo, where are you, man? I need you. Come crush this deck. There's no way you won F&M with this deck. And if you did win an F&M with this deck, you playing with some bad players, dude. Eric wants to lose. I just want to see a Narset. I just want to see a Narset. I want to see a Narset, and then us spend the rest of the time until we die trying to kill it. I don't think this deck can beat a Narset. I think a turn 3 Narset beats this deck. Which, whatever. Alright, Sir Eccles. Take everything I say from this point forward with a grain of salt. Alright? Nothing but love for you, man. You're awesome. You're always in chat. I'm here for you. And I don't want you to take this thing back to F&M. And you know what? Actually, if you're winning at this thing with this thing and you're F&M, like, no. Like, you've got to quit going there, dude. You've got to find some place with some real players. Or is it that you're a great player? Maybe. You may be onto something here, Sir Eccles. You may be onto something. Alright, here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's because I'm playing Dak Faden and he's dead. Alright, Sir Eccles. One land. Do we keep? Do you mulligan this or do you keep it? You got emergency powers. You got 2 of them in your opening hand. I'm assuming you want to mulligan this. We do have an op, though, so we can turn to it. Keep or mull. Like, you're going to have to be on it here, man, because there's like a 10-second delay. What if I close some stuff? Does that help the delay? Maybe. I think we're supposed to mulligan this. Man, I'm going to hit mulligan. If you say keep, I'm going to have to restart. All right, so we mulliganed once. What do we do now? We can shock. We've got enough blue mana to be able to cast Narset. What do we do? You keep this one? This is probably a keeper. Probably a keeper. What do you got, Sir Eccles? Yeah, I do need him on Discord. I need him on Discord so bad. He would still be late, right? Alright. Pirates Pillage, top or bottom? I'm going to go bottom with that. I don't think this is where we want to be because it's way too slow. Yeah. We do need him in Discord, but I don't have the means for that right now. Do you have the means to get in Discord, Sir Eccles? Alright. Alright, here we go. I put that on the bottom. I did put that on the bottom. I don't think that a 4-mana card is exactly where we need to be right now. And that might have been the mistake that would have kept me from winning F&M right there. Bad joke. Sorry. There's going to be a bunch of those. There's going to be a bunch of those. I'm curious to see what Sir Eccles sounds like anyway. You can't do both. Sorry. You just stay cool, man. Stay cool. Alright. I'm gonna play land. Pass turn. Wasn't other options. Nothing else I could do. So we'll just pass. Alright. Unless we draw a land, we're just gonna Sulphur Falls next turn. So alright, the land was a revitalize, so I'm gonna play Sulphur Falls. I don't see a reason to play anything main phase, so I'll go ahead and pass, and we'll go from there. Thank you. Thank you very much. Turn 3 Narset. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, so what do? Do we need to spend our mana? Do we need to start shooting this Narset so that we can shock it and then next turn shock it again to kill it? Alright, so we're going to let him go ahead and resolve his trigger. He got a Thought Erasure. He did get a Thought Erasure. I guess at this point we could double shock her, right? I'm making my way to end step. How would you like to use these shocks? Wait until they tick down to 1. Fair enough. Fair enough. That saves cards in our hand. That's ooh, got the Sacred Foundry. I assume that you're willing to pay the life for this. We pay the life for this. We get to revitalize on their turn, draw another card. All right. I assume you would pay the life for this. I think you would. I could be wrong, but I do need to keep the game going, so. And then waiting 10 seconds for every play, you know. Let's War Chandra, Ultimate turn 5. This is true. I mean, you do get more cards, right? Alright, so they did downtick her to 1. We'll shock her now, right? Shocker. Alright, so we shocked her. There's Narset. Maybe we should have let him actually resolve Narset because he did it. He did it. He actually got another Narset with Narset. I assume we're revitalized here because I think that he's just going to play another Narset, which means he'll down tick again. We'll go ahead and let him get his next card so he doesn't have more information. So we'll go ahead and let him grab that card. We can draw a card this turn because we haven't drawn one yet. So I assume you want to revitalize here. Pretty sure that's the route. Should have Narset on our turn. Should have Narset on our turn after he down ticked and not use our mana? Seriously? I mean, all right. So we got a couple plays here. Like we can actually kill Narset outright right now with a Rouse, or we can play Smothering Tithe. Got to save your spells until we have Storm down. Sacred Foundry, tap to untap. Tithe. Okay, you want Tithe. Alright, so Tithe. Tithe it is. Narset doesn't matter. I get saving our spells, but were we not going to kill that Narset? He spell pierced us. You can see Eric's brain turning to mush. Alright. Spell Pierce. Good card. People are playing it. Man, this is like, yeah! Called it! Ah! Well, I mean, we knew he had the Spell Pierce, right? So we have to save Shock, right? When do I play out? When do we get to play our Narset? Just for the record, I would not have played this game the way we're playing it right now. I mean, it's all well and good, but there's no way I would have played this out the way we're playing it right now. I would have probably slammed this Narset on probably 3 as soon as we could have. I don't know. Maybe last turn, then it would have got a Spell Pierced. I don't know. Maybe I would have played it this way. Maybe I would have played it this way. I think last turn, though, I would have probably tried to go for the Rouse Outburst to kill Narset. I don't know. Not my deck, though. Alright, so he did take Rouse Outburst. So, and he's got a Kiora Behemoth Beckoner. Alright. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield, he gets to draw a card. Spell Pierce is a card. Yeah. Always kill Narset, but in a timely manner. So then we would do it on his turn so that we make the most of our mana. Yeah. Turn 2, revitalize, go. Turn 3, opponent, drop Narset, flip the table, and curse someone out. You got it, Madness. That's exactly how I would have done it. Alright. Here we go. Here's our turn 5. We do have a Finale of Promise. We could get back Shock. Maybe just hang on to the Finale of Promise. We could play Narset and Shock. What do we want? You can play Narset this turn. Also, when I said Narset, I was on turn 3. That's what. Oh, okay. So you would have played it the way I did. Alright, so we can kill Narset here. So we'll go ahead and Narset. Do we play our Narset? Yeah, we had one untapped Sulfur Falls. Maybe. I think this is the turn that we try to get our Narset down. I don't think that we would like play around another Spell Pierce. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. We'll look at the top 4. We can get a Revitalize or another Narset. What do we want? Narset or Revitalize. Like if we're wanting to go into Thousand Year Storm, we may need spells. We need Narset technically means more cards. Narset or Revitalize? I think it's Narset. But I don't know. Narset. Alright. Pass. I speak truth at madness. Well, okay, so turn 3 we actually had 2 untapped Sulphur Falls because our opening lands were Sulphur Falls, Sulphur Falls. So, I don't know. Like, so turn 3 we would have been able to play Narset, get a card, and then when he down-ticked his Narset, we would have turned 4, shot his Narset, which would have been on 1, which means he probably wouldn't have gotten enough. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, that seems okay. There's a Saheeli. We need to find a land off the top and get into Emergency Powers ASAP. Okay, so if we find Emergency Powers off this Narset, I'm probably need to grab that, right? Alright, so he's just going to Elder Spell here. And he kills our Narset. Where does he put the, okay, he actually just put it on Kiora. Okay. Untap target permanent and move on. We did draw another Narset. How do you want to do this? Surviving 2 Narsets so far, though. We have. We actually have. We have survived 2 Narsets. I don't know if we're still alive, but we did survive them. So if we Pirates Pillage here and drop something, we can either play a Narset or we can Pirates Pillage. I think it's Narset. Yeah, Narset. Okay. That would have been what I played too. Even though we do need land. Alright, so we can get a Revitalized Pirate Village or a Narset. Wait on Pillage until we get down Storm. Fair enough. So just grab another Narset. And we just keep Narsetting until we get to Emergency Powers. It's probably the right plan, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what you're going to say. Yeah, always Narset finds Narset. Exactly. I do agree with that play 90% of the time, right? Because Narset equals 2 cards, you know, most of the time. Like, even if I down tick her here, she still means another card, so. Thief of Sanity. We might end up having to cast Finale, I promise here. Another Thief of Sanity. If he downticks Saheeli, gets a copy of Thief of Sanity, and smacks us, we're in trouble. He did not do it. Actually seems like a good play, yo. Unless we see powers. Okay. Coming at Narset. So I'm probably going to be sacrificing this Narset this turn, right? She doesn't have an identity crisis. She always finds herself. Alright, so we'll play land here. Down tick Narset. We're looking for emergency powers. Deafening Clarion. Huge card. Definitely taking it. It's our only choice. I would even assume that you want to cast this. I really think you want to cast this versus the Thief of Sanity. So I'm not even going to wait. Maybe you wanted to Pirates Pillage and then cast it, but I doubt it. I doubt it. That was like the perfect thing to be able to get off of Narset, to be able to clear Kaya's Ghost Form? Sure. Perfect, Clarion. Yeah, I figured that that's what you wanted to do. I mean, nobody's going to sit around and get smacked in the face by up to 3, thief of sanity. So it's kind of a no-brainer, right? Um, Slam the 1,000-year storm, or do we wait before I tap this last one? Do we slam this 1,000-year storm? He's got 1 card left in hand, right? 1 card. Land, Narset. And I'm sorry I paid 2 life that we didn't need. Alright, we can get another 1,000-year storm or a cleansing nova. Second 1,000-year storm, we just play 2 back-to-back and just go ham from there. I don't think we need the cleansing nova right now. Cleansing nova seems fine too, though. So, second 1,000-year storm? Storm. Alright. So we just fast a turn? Really need to find what? The... Alright. There it is. There's your emergency powers. Get Storm down now. Downtick Narset. Otherwise, we're not going to get another opportunity. We need something that goes with our Storm card, right? Deafening Clarion. We can get Smothering Tithe. Isn't that what we're looking for? Like, we still need another land before we can cast the emergency powers. Smothering Tithe, or Deafening Clarion, or Revitalize. Because we can also, like, we can cast Revitalize into double Pirate's Pillage next turn. Like, if we Revitalize, we can cast that into double Pirate's Pillage. That's pretty sick. Tithe here? Alright. Faster. So we're just setting up for a big turn. I mean, that I get. So what are we expecting next turn? Tithe? And then set up to have the mana to be able to emergency powers. Kite Sail Freebooter. It's going to be a little late. Because if he doesn't take the Finale of Promise, I can just cast Finale of Promise into Shock. Like, we're actually in a really good spot right now. This is such a slow roll. Yeah. Like, we're actually in a great spot right now versus this Kiora deck. This is the thing. This is what he's playing against at his FNM. Blue-black with Kiora and Kaya's Ghost form. Yeah. That's why he's winning. He's playing against decks that are mainboarding Kite Sail Freebooter and Kiora and Kaya's Ghost form. It makes so much sense. I'm still not convinced, dude. I am so not convinced here. Okay, he took the Finale. That's fine. So what do we do? Finale for Revitalize and Clarion. Okay, he Kite Sail Freebooter and took the Finale, so we need another play. Tezzeret at the bridge. So do we just tithe pass? Actually, pretty sure you recognize the opponent's name. Tithe then. Alright. Any reason to keep white mana open? No. I mean, we kept blue, double blue, red, white. Alright. Right, he's gonna pay it. He ain't gonna give us the mana. Maybe he will. He did. Oh, okay. He was waiting on the trigger. I mean, he got enough mana that paying it's no big deal. Orzhov Enforcer. Mainboard Orzhov Enforcer. Captain Grillface was like, hey look, you just wanted somebody to play a turn 3 Narset, so I grabbed a deck. He's like, don't blame me because I had to stick Kitesail Freebooters and Orzhov Enforcers in the deck to make it quick. Let's discard Tez to... No, I can't be reading what you're saying. I'm supposed to be listening to the Master. Sorry I'm being so facetious, man. I don't mean to be an arsehole, but, you know, it happens. Can I just Cleansing Nova this turn? Just wipe the board? Please? I mean, he'll have a dude left, but I really want to do it. It sounds fun. Alright, hey, we just played Orzhov Enforcers. I didn't say it was a great card. Let the hate flow through you. Can I please Cleansing Nova? Let me destroy all creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nova. Okay, he said Nova. I can do it. I get to do it. Yes! We got the finale of Promise back. Make sure you choose creatures, Eric. I did. I did choose creatures, bro. But it shows you really watch my content to make sure that I checked my creatures. Alright. You guys are great. I love this community. You guys are great. Alright. We hit the land. Alright, where do we want to be now? Do we want a finale, a promise? Alright, so if I finale a promise for... Alright, man. Here's the deal. If we finale a promise... for 1, we get to cast finale. Then we get to cast shock. Finale for outburst and revitalize. Alright, I was thinking that we got to make 3 pirates pillage things. Alright, whatever. So, finale for revitalize. Well, I can't do both. Like, both of those are instants. Right? So both of those are instants. We can't pick both of those. But if we finale for shock, which is finale for 1, we can cast it, and then we can cast Pirate's Pillage for 4. Or we can cast Pirate's Pillage for 3. 3 copies of Pirate's Pillage. And just dump the Thousand Year Storm. And then the next turn we have tons of mana and tons of cards to be able to go off with. Like, that really feels like the right play here, man. It's the most powerful play we have. Okay. We're going to go for the shock. Sure, Cleansing Nova, but that's not going to matter. Um, whoa. Okay, alright, so we want Shock, and then I just say okay. Alright, I was wondering why it wasn't working properly. We're going to say done. We're going to... Alright, 1,000 Year Storm trigger. Then this goes off. We cast... Alright, so we'll let this resolve. As it resolves, we can cast the Shock. I mean, we can go to face if we want, or we can like go to this thing. So we're gonna cast Shock here. We'll make 1 copy of Shock. I guess we just go to face with this one. So we'll let the Shocks resolve. Well, we only get 2 copies, don't we? It's not as good as I thought it was, but it's not horrible either. And then we'll discard the 1,000 Year Storm. Oh, okay, we get 2 copies plus the actual card. So yeah, it's still 6 treasures. I did do math right. I'm math. Too bad I know English. All right, so we just won the game. So I'm just gonna win the game from here. Opt? Yeah, we can put that on top. Now what do we want? Yeah, anybody can win the game from right here, dude. Like, because we get to opt again, and then we get to 1,000. We get to play the second Pirates Pillage, and the game's over. Yeah. Alright, so what do we want against this deck? Ultimate power. Hey, it won. I can't deny. We won. And it fought like hell, even the version we were playing earlier against the other deck, but alright. Yeah. Dovin's Veto, yeah. Dovin's Veto sounds okay. Like, what do we take out against this deck? Like, I don't think I want to take out Shot. Some people are saying Veto, some people are saying Bindings. Finale was actually really good. I am going to say that I did like Finale of Promise in the deck. It was really good. Looks like he's going to make a bunch of little dudes. So Deafening Clarion's definitely a keep. May not need the Cleansing Novas. Like, Cleansing Nova may not be a big deal. I doubt he was getting a lot of value out of the Kiora, so Veto for Smothering Ties, and alright, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, I like Cleansing Nova is the big card I don't think that we need a ton of right here. We just keep the Deafening Clarions and roll with that, right? You want another Veto or some Absorbs or something, we just sit back and play this like real slow game and like probably can't lose. Like, if we just play Control, we can probably beat this deck. Yeah. I'm waiting, man. We've got about a minute left here before we gotta turn these cards in. Yeah, 1 Nova for another Veto. Okay. And then we just leave the 2 Novas in. That sounds good. Yeah. Definitely gonna rematch the Ronald McDonald versus the Burger King Epic Rap Battle. Is that really a thing? Epic Rap Battles of History. Yeah. Keep the other Novas. Alright. So, that's legit. I can get behind that. Just bringing in a couple of Vetoes and saying, alright, let's go. Need that 5 CMC spell to take out Ghost Form, though. Right. It's a start. I mean, we can. Knowing what we're playing against, I would probably pay the mana for the opt. I would probably keep this hand as well, considering we have Clarions and we've got opt and things. I like, yeah. I'm assuming you want to keep the other keep, right? Keep, snap keep. That's what I thought. All right, so are we looking at like Hallowed Fountain untapped into op? Like, what are we looking for here? Or do we just want to hang on to the ops until we've like gotten way into the game and gotten our 1,000-year storms? I mean, we have our 1,000-year storms. We need to be looking for mana at this point, right? Only opt if we're in danger of missing land drops. We are in danger of missing land drops. We got to get to 6 and we have 2. We are in danger. But I can opt next turn as well. So, alright. No opt. No need to pay the mana. We just let it roll. Although I will want to use some mana at some point, man. Like, you can't hold everything till turn 6. That sumbitch took our out of all the cards he could have took. You Captain Grillface, you master. You're a master. How did you know to take my op? Because he knows that we're in danger of missing land drops. Personally, I'd pay 2 life for this one too, just so that I could shock the Kiteself Freebooter next turn. Did we pay it? We are in danger of missing land drops. I get it. The opponent gets it. Well, if we would have cast the opt in response, or if we would have kept... whatever. Do we pay life? Or are we planning on revitalizing or shocking here? Leslie says the stream feels PG-13 today. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Alright, so we can pass turn and we can do this at instant speed. Alright, so if he kites out freebooters, do I get to shoot it? Or do we revitalize and go for the land? We really need a land, man. Like, we need to try to get a land. Ashiok. Ashiok. Is he not going to click the Ashiok? Are you not going to mill me, opponent? If you don't click that Ashiok, dude. Are you serious? Shoot a boot, otherwise revitalize. I like it. I like it. Well, he didn't do anything, so we're going to revitalize. Shoot a boot. Sounds like a Marine Corps term. Shoot that boot. That's bad. I'm sorry. That's horrible. We've got nothing to do, so I'm just going to pass turn. Play land, pass turn. We should have opted on turn 1. Just looking for a land. I shoot this, right? Like, I can wait till the end of turn, but I'm supposed to shoot this Thief of Sanity? Right? I know you want me to hold these until after 1,000-year storm's down. I can always Deafening Clarion it next turn because we don't have anything else going on. I'll accept that. I'll accept that we just Clarion it away. We get a Sulphur Falls. We still got nothing else going on. I'm just going to Deafening Clarion this, and it's not how I really wanted to do things, but white, red. All right, so maybe I messed up, but I was trying. Damn it. And then I got rid of all my red. Ah. I was trying to save the shock until after the 1,000-year storm. Now I've butchered the whole test, right? I've butchered the whole test. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Who the hell plays Kiora and Ashiok? Ooh, look, Thought Erasure. Takes shock. We lose. Let's try again. This is still not a good test. I mean, we're playing against someone playing Ashiok and Kiora. Kite Self Rebooter. Do you make changes on the play or on the draw? Any clear the mine in here? No. No clear the mine. Brandon Hall, how you been, dude? Haven't seen you in a minute. Welcome. Welcome. Could have topped into a land for the Nova. I know. But at that point, I didn't care. I know we still had outs. But playing this crappy deck it still doesn't prove anything. Like, the whole point we're saying is if you come up against any tier 1 deck, you lose, man. Like, and then, like, what deck do we come up against? Like, the most basic decks. This is probably a snap keep. I mean, we can wait for, like, ever here, right? It feels like a snap keep. You just start drawing things. I don't think it really matters which land. Pass. In and out of the hospital for the last few months. Man, well, geez, I hope all is okay. I mean, you're back here. You're okay, or what's going on, bro? Like, I hate that you've joined me on such a tilt night. This has been such a tilt night. Yeah. I mean, we can opt here. Do we cast any ops? Like, is this the turn that we can draw a couple cards, or what are we going? What are we going for here? PTO and insurance as of paid time off and insurance as of now. Awaiting test. Oh man, that's brutal, dude. I'm casting at least one. Ooh, Narset on top. Yep. Untap land? Sweet. Play Narset. Look for emergency powers or save them? Sorry, I've already butchered it. It's so hard to wait, dude. It is so hard to wait. I get it. I do. I get it. Like, save them, save them, save them. But what? Total whiffers? Whiffers. I'll try never to say that again. I promise. Okay, I promise. I'll try not to say whiffers. Whifskies. The old whiskers. Whiskers? Whifskies? The old whiffaruno. The old wiffle ball. No, that don't work. You're trying to tighten the screws. Okay? Trying to get these screws that are loose in my head. We're trying to get these back. Alright? So we're just going to tighten this up. Let's go get the other one. Alright? Alright, there we go. We got rid of those loose screws. Opponent with the Narset. Alright. never tick it down, opponent, and you will not lose this game. I promise. Just don't tick it down. There's emergency powers. Let's go ahead and down tick this Narset. Another emergency powers or revitalize? Huh? Huh? Revitalize. I think we get the revitalize because you can't have more than one emergency powers in your hand, right? Is this 3 or 4 colors? It's technically 4. I mean, it wins with a card that we don't have mana for, so. Yeah, well, I'm running out of time over here. I've got a 5-minute test going, and waiting for stream lag is pretty hard. Yeah, I don't think you ever pull another emergency powers because you can't cast more than one. The only reason you would want to pull a second emergency powers is if you were expecting your opponent to take one of your emergency powers away with like a Thought Erasure or something of that matter. No, we do not have Chromatic Lantern. We have Smothering Tithe. We actually only have Smothering Tithe in the site or in the main board. We actually currently took it out, so the only way we could currently cast our Tezzeret is either off an emergency powers by putting it into play, or off of a I think I revitalize here, off of a treasure which is can be produced off of a Pirate's Village. So. I mean, that's fine. I mean, the Elder spelled it so that he can get another activation on his Narset. That's okay. It's pretty sweet. I am going to revitalize here and then roll out like to the next turn. Yeah, well, Tithe is currently in the sideboard. Remember, we put the 2 Smothering Types in the sideboard. So, like, as of right now, we have no way to cast those. I do want to take this opportunity to draw an extra card. Like, we do need to hit land drops, and we need to find Storm. So I don't think we have the luxury of waiting around. It's 3 1/5 colors. They're hilarious. Yeah, there are only 2 types in the deck. So I could shock him to keep him from being able to do anything here. Like, we could stop in his upkeep and shock if we wanted to. Like, just so that he couldn't get another card off the Narset. But we're going to wait. Here, we're just going to opt and keep looking for land and looking for... like, opt wouldn't have helped us last turn because of Narset. So we have to opt on his turn in order to look for land. Alright, he got a duress, which is... that's okay. See, Lisa Sublime Artificer. That's a card. Now cast duress, make a dude. I know you want me to keep it. Oh! No, that was supposed to target. I'm done. Alright, so you won your F&M with this deck. Awesome. You won your F&M with it. Cool. You need to help people. Always shot. Yeah, I clicked the wrong damn thing. Yeah, I can't believe you won F&M with this deck. Yeah, the deck broke me. I still don't think it's a good deck. At all. Like, Sir Eccles, we're gonna have to get in a Discord. Like, I'm gonna have to get you a link to a Discord or something like that, and we're gonna have to have a little like gameplay or something, right? Like, do you have this deck built on any Magic online service whatsoever? Like, I am very curious. Do you? Actually, you know what? Maybe don't get a new FNM. I mean, if you can crush these people, if you can crush these people at your FNM and you're getting a good payout, then nah, don't get a new FNM. Right? Yeah. I don't know. Guys, I'm still alive. Yeah, yeah, I'm still alive. I am still alive, Mr. James Clugston. Hey, this is the second stream today. I told you on Facebook that we're gonna put some more hours in. We're putting more stream time in. Don't go to bed mad. Watch some Rick and Morty. It'll brighten you up. Oh my goodness, right? I don't know. Jeez. Yeah, and it's already too late to buy alcohol in Texas, so yeah. I don't know how you're winning with FNM with this. Well, sometimes player a top. Well, sometimes a top deck is not the best option for FNM. It's right. You're right. So maybe you're taking people by storm. Whatever. I need to go play some PUBG and shoot some people. Actually, PUBG probably will piss me off even more. Like, I will probably be so mad at playing some PUBG. Yeah, I was playing today. Like, I tried to get in like two hours a day. Like, as soon as we got off stream earlier, I got on. My crew gets on between like 4 and 7. So we played a few games. It took me about an hour to get in because like I had to wait for them to finish a game, and then like we loaded in. I lost out. Like, I didn't make it into the game, so I tried to get back into the game, and it kicked me out of the game again. They played, and then we moved. Like, I finally got into a game, my first game in, and I'm playing with my cousin, and we dropped South Los Leones on Miramar, and this dude was behind a rock. And I go for, an echelon right. Well, not an echelon right, but I just go to flank on the right hand side, right. So I push up ahead of my cousin, and I'm coming around behind the dude. My cousin is putting pressure on the rock as he's advancing on one side. And just as I come up behind dude and I shoot dude, I get a bullet in him. My cousin gets a bullet in him. Dude goes down. We're going for the murder, and we go to finish. And you got to thirst. You have to thirst sometimes. So we're going for the thirst. And I put a couple bullets in him. My buddy puts a couple bullets in him, and then my buddy doesn't stop. He just keeps firing. Well, Trajectory put his bullets straight at me, and like within the first 2 minutes, I get into my first game. I wait like an hour to get in my first game, and then within the first 2 minutes, I get team killed. And then, like, all the guys are like, well, sorry, man, but we kind of got to go. And then, like, PUBG was over. So I was like, okay, all right. So I went and did some other stuff. And then we came back and we played some Sub Sunday stuff. So it was good. You played it again last week and went 1 and 2. All right. Surprise factor's pretty good. Like, I used to beat people with a Pia's Revolution deck, and that's because I was also playing a Wild Growth Walker. No, not Wild Growth Walker. What was it before Wild Growth Walker? The Winding Constrictor. I was playing Winding Constrictor at the time, so I'd play Winding Constrictor, and then once everyone was ready for the Winding Constrictor deck, like I'd bring back the Pia's Revolution deck, and then we'd catch everybody by surprise. But yeah. Just play Grixis. Sir Eccles, you have been a wonderful sport tonight. I just want to thank you. You have been a great sport. I have not necessarily been the kindest of streamers, but you have been a great sport. So, some golden nuts in chat for Sir Eccles. He's wonderful. Thank you, Sir Eccles. Appreciate it. That's going to wrap it up for tonight, guys. I did. I had a lot of fun, and you guys are wonderful. I hope you all found tonight's show entertaining. For those of you watching the replay, God bless if you have made it this far. Oh my goodness! Hey, look, King Leo is playing right now. King Leo played just a little while ago. We could watch the replay of that, but whatever. You're playing Abs and Hero this weekend at an MCQ on Saturday. Thank gosh you're not taking this to an MCQ. That's great. That is great. Uh, uh, yeah, I actually like a lot of your deck circles. Abzan Hero is probably going to be pretty mean. If it's the Abzan Hero deck, or even close to the one we played not too long ago, then it's probably pretty mean. Mortifies and Ophikaya and all those other good things. So um, that's it. That's all we got for tonight. I hope everyone enjoyed the streams. Tomorrow we've got a devs deck coming up. And then we've got a mystery stream coming later tomorrow night. So we will we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm Eric. You've been watching Sideboard MTG. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe button. If you want to support over on Patreon, you can do that. If you want to get your decks in on Sub Sunday and on our community decks, don't forget to post those over on the Sideboard MTG subreddit. And don't forget to go over there and check. There was a lot of people tonight have posted their decks for this coming weekend. And even if you're not posting your deck, go over there and post at least, a thumbs up, thumbs down, give a comment on some decks, let people know how you feel about their decks. Try to be constructive. I am not always constructive, but we try to at least be constructive and and be honest, right? Sometimes honesty hurts a little bit, and I think my honest opinion of some decks comes off very harsh and rude sometimes. So thank you all very much for putting up with me. Stay awesome, and we'll see you next time. Stay awesome. Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.